Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? I don't see anybody talking in the chat, but I see there are people in there. I am not drinking coffee this morning. I am drinking tea. This is my favorite tea mug. It's massive, but it's porcelain, not ceramic, so it's thinner. And I love it. I think I got this at TJ Maxx, which I don't usually buy new. I always try and thrift my mugs, but it's so pretty. And in the bottom, it says pretty in pink. So I'm drinking ginger tea. Ginger tea. Although I did have coffee this morning. Did have coffee. If you guys did not see my haul, I have to show you this. Good morning, Jazia. I picked this fan up for my daughter. Like, can you see how big it is? It's so big, but I'm like, hot flashes. She's even got a spot for it on her wall already. But I won't see her until Easter. Good morning, Delbert. How are you guys? Good morning, Geneva. So, a couple things to show you guys while we're waiting for people to filter in. If you saw, I think I showed it Monday, I got my niece this for her birthday, which I think she already has. We're celebrating her birthday Friday. I think she already has that. And I had already ordered this. I was just waiting for it to arrive because I know she does not have this. So I got her this little imperial glass pitcher and haven't washed it yet. So I don't know if this is like dishwasher damage or if it's just wear from it being used. But I love it. Got that for my niece. So I'm all set for my niece's birthday now. And then let me say hi to people. Good morning, Brenda. Good morning, Feeding My Soul. Good morning, Val. Oh, I bet, Jazdia. Super tired. Good morning, Roxanne. Good morning, Bree. And if I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. Good morning, Mary. So then I went to Dollar Tree with my mom because we were getting some scrapbooking stuff for my niece also. And I found these I wanted to show you guys. Look, they have a handle. They're clear, so you'll know what's in them. Good morning, Carrie Ann. So this size, I guess they rolled out for spring a new line of organizational items. So if you haven't been to Dollar Tree lately, you might want to check out the spring line. I got a couple of those. Also, they stack. So hopefully I can get my stuff organized. I got some stickers just for me. Just super fun stickers. And then I thought this was cool. This was actually not in the scrapbooking stuff. It was in the vases and the fake flowers and stuff like that. It's metal. And they called it metal ribbon. But I think that'll look cool in scrapbooking. So got some new things I wanted to show you guys. I'm in love with these. I'm probably going to regret that I only got 2 because people were buying them up. The lady behind me had a bunch of them. So I want to show you guys that. And then the other thing we ordered off of eBay. Now, generally, I don't order off of eBay unless it's one of you guys and I know your eBay and I've been stalking your eBay and I see something I like. Because I think a lot of people on eBay just do not know how to package correctly. Unless it's a big name like Crazy Lamp Lady. But so we ordered this. I have needed a light in my kitchenette area because the way it's set up, the overhead light is mostly on the bedroom side and not the kitchenette side. So like you can't sit at the table and do a puzzle. You can eat there, but you can't do a puzzle. There's not enough light. So this room was originally decorated to house a bunch of my dad's coat collections. So there's a lot of red accents in here. And so we picked out this swag lamp. Ooh, because it's only 10 inches. So it's little. It's not going to take up space. It's got the red. It's got the green. But when it arrived, it was broken. And let me tell you why. First of all, it was packaged like this. So it was upside down with all of the weight resting on that. All of the swag chain was inside of this. So this bottom bit had there was no way it wasn't going to break. And no bubble wrap. They had kind of nestled it down in this plastic wrap. So now I'm going through the process. I decided I'd be fair, and instead of going directly to eBay, and I hope I don't regret this, I did go back to the seller and I said, it arrived broken. Here are the pictures. And he said, all right, I'm going to submit it to insurance. Please send me a picture of the packaging and the box. I did that. And then he sent me a link and he's like, if you can confirm through the link with them that you are the person who is saying it arrived broken. And so I did that and got it all taken care of yesterday. So we'll see, because it was not cheap. We all know that Coke memorabilia is not cheap. And Dad bought it with the understanding that when I moved back out again, it would stay here and he'd move his Coke stuff back in here. So I still don't have a lamp in my kitchenette. And now I'm waiting. So I did tell him, I said, I'll wait to leave you a review until the end of the week. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, it really stinks because that was super cute. But it was like $155. Ah, Brie, that's terrible. And I'm like, am I overpacking? And then I'm like, no, I am not overpacking. Like this was wrapped in one layer of bubble wrap, nothing inside, did not fill the spaces like I would. One layer of bubble wrap, a piece of paper, set down into a box. It arrived safely, but the corners of the box were not filled, so it could have been smashed in. I don't know, like I would have, thank you, Brie. I would have wrapped a layer of bubble wrap around the handle. I would have filled this with packing paper. I would have wrapped this with 2 layers of the small bubble wrap, 1 layer of the big bubble wrap, and then it would have gone into the box, and then I would have shoved packaging in around the box or around the item in the box. So I don't know, but it got here safely, so it's fine. It's so stressful. So now I'm back to not buying anything off of eBay. Okay, a couple other things. I am waiting to do last week's prompt until Easter when my whole family's here, because I am absolutely running with that idea of having people sign it as if they're signing a yearbook. But, oh, thank you. I love my swans too. Although I'm probably going to switch them out this week for the other swans. Here's the prompts that I've come up with for my family, but I need you guys to give me a few more. So sign it as if you're the mean girl at high school. Sign it as if we're besties that share a private joke. Sign it as if we only had one class together all 4 years of high school. Really don't know each other. Sign it as if you're awkward, or sign it as if I'm awkward. So what other ways can I have my families? I could have one of them sign as if they were one of my teachers. I'm going to put that one down. So I need more ideas. And I really did try and find this. I would have taken like pretty much any carnival glass pitcher that I could have found in the wild, which is why I was in the antique store going through every booth last week. But, okay, Geneva. But I couldn't find one. That's why I went to eBay. And I'd actually offered that guy, I got that for $10 plus 12, like 74 shipping. So getting it for $10, like that was a really good price. But he only had 3 pictures of it. He had 0 description. He had 0 measurements. I only knew the size that it was because I'm familiar with Imperial glass. Like, okay, sign it. Like we only partied together. I'm writing these down. Cheerleader. What is BMOC? You have to tell me what that is, Diane. And hi, Diane, if I didn't say hi to you. Well, I'm going to have my brother-in-law sign it and say, hey, your sister's cute. Is she single? Big man on campus. Okay. BMOC. I've never heard that before, Diane. Yeah, Val. And I looked at his reviews because I always look at the reviews too. And he had like 99.4% good reviews. And the bad reviews weren't necessarily packing issues. He had like 5 negative reviews, and they were mostly about some kind of disc not being the exact one pictured. So I don't know. I don't know what I could have done differently. And yes, it does hurt the people that probably Diane, my niece, who is going to be valedictorian, will sign it that way. She's valedictorian. She's class president. So I already figured she'd probably sign it exactly that way. So I hadn't actually written that one down. Okay, those are fantastic ideas. If you guys come up with another one, go ahead and pop it in there. Ginger tea. So obviously did not do this week's prompt yet, but I will show it to you guys after Easter when I get everybody to sign it. It's going to be fun. All right, I think we've got 20 people in here, so we will go ahead and pick a prompt. Use stamps on a page. Now, when I wrote this prompt, I was thinking of like the little wooden block rubber stamp that you stick in and then you can use on it. But if you have stickers that look like stamps, which I do, you could also do that too. You can interpret this as loosely as you would like. So use stamps on a page. Oh, my daughter will love that one, Diane. She loves the Breakfast Club. So use stamps on a page. Also, I did get my P.O. box set up. So if you guys have the time, anytime between now and like the first week of May, if you would like to send me a birthday card, I'm going to save them all. I'm not going to open any of them. I'm going to save them all and open them on my birthday, which is May 17th. So I will, by the end of the week, I will have my P.O. box up in my bio. I don't know if I can put it on Instagram. I'll see if I can get it into my Instagram bio too. And then I will change what I normally put in the description box to have my P.O. box also. Good morning, Apple. I'm going to jot that one down. Diane, you have the best ideas about this project. Although I don't know how many of my nieces and their boyfriends would have seen 80s movies. Now my daughter has. She's watched them all with me because I love that all those movies. So good morning, Angela. Bye, Val. Have a great day. You guys, did you see Nikki's $5 static sale of smalls? I watched it this morning during breakfast. Super, super cute stuff. She had a swan with a super swoopy neck, but I cannot buy anything right now because I was buying birthday presents for my niece. But you should go watch it. She has some great stuff. Everything's $5, just small things, so shipping wouldn't be too bad for things, but she had a nice variety of stuff. So you have to check that out. There are, I think, 4 or 5 items have already sold this morning. Now, other people may watch it since then and bought items, but you should go check out her static sale on her channel right now. Jazz, yeah, last week's was, let me see if I can find it. Well, now I don't know what I've done with it. Oh, here. Have friends or family sign a page was last week's. And I decided to do it in the style of a yearbook. Now, I signed my mom's and just put, she was the best mom and I loved her, something like that, or heart in my name. But I wanted for people to sign my book. I wanted them to do it in the style of a yearbook. So I'm waiting until Easter to do my prompt. And then this week's prompt, if you've just come in, use stamps on a page. Aw, thought of me, Apple. A chip. And we all know this year I'm trying not to buy things with chips or cracks or any damage. Although I do have something for sale today that has some chips on it. But I'll tell you why, because I think it's really cool. I gotta leave this one out so I take a picture of it and put it up on Instagram because I always forget. Last week I remembered to take the picture and still didn't put it on Instagram. Took the picture right after my live and still didn't do it. Oh, that'll be fun, Diane. I had an old scrapbook and I think I donated it back because it had sat here so long. And it would have been fun to cut some of the pictures out and put them on the page. So I might have to go online and find awkward scrapbook picture or yearbook pictures and put them on the page. I think that would be even funnier. I was following a girl on TikTok who did a whole scrapbook that was movie, pop culture, pop stars kind of scrapbook. And she would just take ideas. She'd let people vote on it. And then the next week she would do what people voted on. It turned out really cool. Like she did Supernatural. She did a Britney and a Christina Aguilera page side by side, which was fun. Yeah, scrapbooks don't have to be personal and meaningful. They can just be fun. We've seen people selling them in the vintage community where people like my grandma's age had just cut ads out and stuck them in a scrapbook, which is a really cool thing now to see all those ads from before. So cool stuff, cool stuff. Okay. I think that was everything. We're going to get to the sale. And I have some items that never made it into a haul because I went to an estate sale on Sunday. So I've got some items from that estate sale. And then I brought back some items. So and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. First item is, I'm losing my voice, guys. Sorry. Spring allergies. Is this Derpy cat made in Japan? He's got gold on him. The back, nothing. Well, got some blue on him there. But this little guy, and he's small. He is, let's see, 3¼ inches long and like 2½ inches tall to the tip of his ear. So little vintage cat figurine. This lady had a whole massive cat collection. It looked like, and she had died and she had relatives in there running the estate sale without doing it through a company. But I don't know if she had cats, because the house did not smell like there were cats. If there were cats there, they'd been removed. So if she had cats, like, she took good care of them and they never peed anywhere in the house. My cats don't, but you got to keep up on top of the litter box for your cat to never pee in the house. So, but she had a massive collection. It looked like her family had been adding to it for years and years and years. So $6. Number 20. For the sweet little cat. Also, I want to let you guys know that I will be doing open boxes until the 1st. So if there are things you want and you want me to hold it until the 1st, I can do that, since a lot of today's stuff are smalls. So $6, number 20, and I can do an open box until the 1st. That was my first item. And then my next item is going to be 4 small cats. I have an interesting variety. So I just dropped it into my lap, though. First one is this bone china cat. So it's darling. It's just marked with the bone china sticker that's starting to come off. And this is the biggest one of these 4. To the tip of his tail, he's 2½ inches. And then this one is just sweet, completely unmarked. And that one, not quite 1.5 inches. This next one, almost the exact same height, but smaller in width. And it looks like it could be an imitation Wade Whimsy, but it's not. It's actually marked handcrafted. And then I think this was maybe Barbie, but it is signed. There's a stamp here. It's just so tiny I couldn't make it out. So I tried to look it up. I could not figure it out. So I don't know. There's that one. And then the tiniest one is a little pewter one that has been hot glued to one of those flat glass marbles. And this one's teeny tiny. It stands 1 inch. So you're going to get all 4 of the kitties for $12, number 1. $12, number 1. Oh, Jazia wants those. Awesome. Thank you so much. And do you want me to hold your box until the 1st? Since they're little. Okay, next item is a single shaker, but he's a lusterware lion. How cool is that? And what's interesting is it's marked foreign, which means it was imported from Japan to England. So the United States, their laws were, oh no, I can do it. I just wanted to make sure, since I'd made the offer. If it was coming, it had to be marked the country it was coming from to come into the United States back then. But if it was coming into England, it just had to be marked foreign. There were different rules. So probably a Japan piece, but it went via England. And this lady also had a bunch of England paraphernalia, like royal family stuff, because she had an ancestor that immigrated here from England. So thought that was kind of cool. Lusterware lion. He is 2.5 inches tall. He's so sweet. I love the multicolor on him. And the cut of him is very sharp and angular. He is just $6, number 7. $6, number 7. And these guys, I'm going to show you, have, well, they have a sticker I haven't even attempted to take off yet, but they also have corrosion on it, and I don't know enough about brass to want to mess with it. So I will show you, this is what they would look like sitting together height-wise. And then I'll show you the corrosion. It looks like original sticker here, because this was not the, they'd actually put the sale stickers at the estate sale on the bottom. But here's the corrosion. And these have some weight, but I don't know that they are solid all the way through. Here's the back. That's the sticker again. But the corrosion in there, I just don't know enough about brass. And then here's the corrosion on this one. So you get the pair of them. Oh, you have them, Jazdia? They fit into each other. For the pair of them, it's going to be $12, number 18. Hi, Kraken. $12, number 18. Why did you put a 2? Oh, number 18. Okay, you want these. I was confused for a second. And Kraken, do you need an open box, or do you want me to go ahead and invoice you? Because if you missed it, I can do open boxes until the 1st for everybody. Since I clearance out so much, I have a little room now and I can do an open box. Okay, next thing. If you saw my haul, you already saw this, but I think it's just the coolest. It is a vintage wallet. Now, it doesn't have a brand name on it. Okay. Open box for Christine. So it has never been used. It has never, it's a bifold wallet, man's wallet, but it's never been used. It still has its original little warranty in here. It's water buffalo calf. Now, I do think it needs a little bit of leather conditioner. And if I'm going to keep finding cool items like this, I'll pick some up. But it's got its original little approved identification card there. This fake diner's card that has the date on it. So it expires May of 1960 something. That's how I know this is from the 60s. And then I think this is the best part. Doris Day! I love it. So this vintage, and the snap does work. The snap still works there. Vintage leather wallet from the 60s, never used, is going to be $20, number 13. And my dad likes trifold, not bifold, because my mom was like, well, that's super cool. $20, number 13. Good morning, Kitty Cat. Okay, next one. If you saw my haul, you've already seen this one too. But I did buy it with some chips on it just because I think it is so fun. And some of the ones on eBay don't have this piece anymore. So it is a vintage ashtray. It's not marked Treasure Craft, but that's the Treasure Craft kind of marking. So I'm going with Treasure Craft. So the mold was made in 1956. Doesn't mean this was made in 1956. The mold was made in 1956. Dogs are barking. Now you can see there's some wear. There's a paint chip here. There's paint chip here. And these are not rare. They're just fun. So if it was me, I would cover this up with painter's tape and I would spray paint this a super fun color. Whatever fits your decor. You guys hear the dogs? Oh, I know. Kitschy, there are some fantastic ashtrays. I have a couple of ashtrays in my uranium collection that are uranium. And then I really like the metal states one. I know you've had some of them for sale before. The metal states ones, I think it would be so cool to get all 50 states and have them up on a wall. I think that would be so cool. But then I love some of the big giant ones too. So anyway, he has some paint loss, some wear, although he is pretty clean on the inside for being an ashtray. I just think he's super fun. $12, number 6. $12 at number 6. Dogs are going nuts up there. My niece just got home from school, so I think that's why they're up there barking. Okay. This fun piece, because it's spring, it's finally spring. This one is, I should have written it down last time and I didn't. MCM XCI. XCI. And this was Bunny Lane, hand-painted, Philippines. And they made these for several years, and the bunny was sometimes in a different position. So sometimes it's sitting up and it's facing the other way. I just think these are so fun. So bunny plate, and there is a tiny chip right here and a rough spot here, but I don't know if that's a chip. It's this size. It is only $6, number 19. $19.91. Thank you, Bree. And I'm going to write that down. We're supposed to have rain today, but it is supposed to get up into the 50s. And then tomorrow it's supposed to be like 61, but it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow too, which is spring weather. Not complaining. Bunny plate. And then I've got, now I know it is simple, but sometimes simple and elegant are all that we need. So this one is a nice size for like a key catch-all by your door. And this was made in Bavaria, Germany. Well, that's good. It melted fast. Kitty cat. So this piece, this size, at its widest point, 7.5 inches. But it's nice and shallow, so I just think it would be a good catch-all. And this one is only $6. $6, number 15. Sometimes you just need something elegant. And then I've got pot holders. This one makes me think of the 70s. This one makes me think of the 60s. This one makes me think of the 50s. These are the doilies, but they were double layered, so they were thicker, so they could be used as pot holders. So you get all four for just $8. $8. And then I'm going to show some of the glass I've had previously. So if you've been at my Glass with class, you'll have seen all these pieces, but this gorgeous piece of art glass. Now it has a little bit of, it won't even come across, but there's a tiny bit of right here. Oh, you just can't see it. A little flea bite right there. I love the milky blue on here. And then this wave flip, very ocean-like. It's a heavy piece. It is widest point 9 inches. This one's $20, number 16. $20, number 16. Jazz, do you rethink at 80s on that pot holder? You could be right. Or it could be today's, and somebody was just using up leftover yarn they had. Awesome, Jazz, dear. Got you down for that one. And then here's the piece that I'm in love with. This Fostoria glass candlestick in this smoky blue. It's the color for me. I don't have anything in this smoky blue color. And I love that it's 9-sided. It's not an octagon, it's 9-sided. Fostoria glass did these in several different colors. Nice and clean on the inside. No chips, no cracks. Just a really beautiful piece of Fostoria glass. I just adore this one. $12, number 11. And the only candlesticks that I own are uranium glass. I don't own any other candlesticks. Where I was very, very tempted to keep this one. And we've got Jazdia for that one. Buying the blue glass this morning. Awesome. Oh, Bree. Came in just too late. Next up is, my ring light's blowing it out. Let's turn that off for a second. This gorgeous imperial glass Loganberry. This is the Loganberry pattern. So it's not the grape pattern. And it's very, very detailed. So Loganberry pattern, milk glass vase. And I think this is like the prettiest milk glass vase I've ever seen. There's the inside. And the IG is here, but it's very, very faint in the bottom. But it is imperial glass. It stands, let's see, 10 inches tall. Even though this dip is a little lower than 10, this dip is a little higher than 10, they consider this their 10-inch vase. This one, $15, number 3. And can you see pink tulips in this? Ugh, so springy. So springy. And I brought back a couple of the pieces of the pink depression glass that I already showed just because I think they're so good for spring. So this one I couldn't identify. Actually, I couldn't identify the maker on either of them. But it's got etching here. It's got some etching here. And it's this folded bowl. And this is more of the peachy pink. No chips, no cracks. This one doesn't even have utensil marks. Look at that. I don't, even with the etching, I don't think this is one of the better, the elegant glassware. I think this was probably, I don't know. It doesn't have the sharp detail that the elegant glassware should have. Oh, Vicki, I got you for the base. And Vicki, do you want me to do an open box for you until the 1st, or do you want me to go ahead and bill you? I love Fostoria glass. Yeah, Brie. So this piece is going to be, and it's this size. I can measure it if you need measurement. This one is $12. $12, number 14. And I picked these 2 pieces up at the antique store. And then this one is definitely one of the elegant glass companies. I couldn't figure out exactly which one, so I didn't give a name to it. But because there's no mold lines and this bottom is this polished and the glass is this clear, we do know it's one of the elegant depression glass companies. I couldn't identify which one. So it's got all these nice details. Super pretty. And this is the true pink instead of the peachy pink. There, the color comes across really well. So that one is so pretty. So open box, Vicki? I think that was what you were saying. Sure, too. This one is $15, number 12. $15, number 12. I'm going to write open box for Vicki. And then last item today. I love these. And I know part of why I love this pattern is because my grandma had these in the juice glasses when I was growing up. But these are the champagne, the tall champagne. And I absolutely love the design on the handle here. So super pretty Libby silver leaf. And there's no damage at all to the pattern on these. So I don't know that they were ever even used. They definitely never went into a dishwasher. They're nice, and the glass is nice and clear, not cloudy. No damage on these. I did mark them down a bit. So if you were kind of interested in them when I showed them on Monday, you're like, I don't want to pay that much. I marked them down. $10 for the pair. $10, number 5. Super pretty. And if it's just the 2 of you and you just want to eat your dessert out of really fancy glasses, that would be perfect for that too because of their height. Oh, all right. That was it. Does anybody else want a second look at anything? Here's the prompt again. So use stamps on a page this week. That's the prompt. And don't forget, I will get the P.O. box up onto all of my socials. So it'll be in my bio here on YouTube. I'll get that done today. And if you want to send me a birthday card, you can send it to my P.O. box. And I'm going to open them on my actual birthday when I turn 50 in May. So you can bring me a little bit of joy for the cost of a stamp and a card. And if you thrift the card or use one of the free ones that they send you sometimes trying to get you to make a donation, even better. Because I love it when people thrift things. Sustainability. You too, Vicki. All right, so I'm going to get going, and you guys have a lovely rest of your week. Thank goodness spring is finally here. I'm excited about that. I love spring. Well, it's going to be very wet for the rest of the week, but it's okay. It's not snow. I've got rain. So bye guys. Have a great week.